Bonneville. Where are we?
We're on Widebeam Boat.
We're on our new boat, which isn't quite our new boat yet, but we just wanted to give you a quick show round. New and Used very kindly allowed us the key just to measure a few things up. So we thought we'd give you a show round of our new to us, 70-foot Aqualine Widebeam Boat.
We've got our tape measure ready to go.
Right, first things first, let's show you around, shall we? Where shall we start, Mrs B?
Oh,
Shall we start with the bedroom?
In the immortal words of Mary Poppins, let's start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start.
We'll do the bedroom, shall we? Right, let's just take you into the
I'm
bedroom.
just too excited.
Welcome to the bedroom. In fact, Mrs Bonneville, guided tour of the bedroom.
Okay, so here's the bed. We think it's a... Is it king size? We think it's a king size.
Ours on Narrowboat Love Life Drive is a Super King. I'm going to measure it in a minute, but that is a Super King. It's enormous.
Can I just say as well to the viewers, you know what's really thrilling me and Mr B? Just if you stand over there, Mr B.
Yes. Look,
we can make the bed.
let me show you. Hold on. On Narrowboat Love Life Drive, because we've got obviously the full width, is like an Olympic sport, so it is lovely to be able to walk around. Oh, by the way, if you're thinking, oh my god, they're taking the mattress, this mattress has never been used. When we move on board, we'll take you through the full kind of story of Widebeam Bella. Right, Mrs Bonneville, I'll just pick the camera up.
Yeah, so we can make the bed together.
Drawers under the bed.
Drawers under the bed, nice big drawers, so we can put all the...
Storage.
Do you know what me and Mr B will have to do? What we'll have to do, Mr B, is just go shop. Because there's just... Look, there's a cupboard there with lots of nice shelves on it.
Let me just pan round, Mrs B.
Sorry.
We won't open every single...
No.
But Mrs B's absolutely right. Look, the storage...
Just everywhere.
In the bedroom is
just everywhere.
Absolutely fabulous.
And do you know, with it being an Aqualine, the fit is just amazing.
Gotta say, I've got mixed feelings about Aqualine in terms of some of the paint, but internally, they are class leading, no doubt about it. Oh, and what have we got down there, Mrs B? We've got a safe. There's a safe.
All we need now is something valuable to play. I won't fit in there, Mr B, will I? Look at this, can I just show this? Now I've got to be careful because, can I just say at the moment, it still has to be clean because it's been stood for a bit. And I don't like spiders, so I've been incredibly brave being on it. So I'm going to open this, so if I suddenly scream, you know it's because there's a spider. Mr B is looking very doubtful now. I just want to, oh, don't let there be a spider.
Look at that, and obviously the other one on that side.
And wait a minute, I haven't finished yet. Look, you could think, why are there two handles on this thing? Because it's a vanity seat. Look, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And then you've got all these little.
But none of this storage I'll get, will I, Mrs B?
You've got one or two cupboards, one or two there. Really alright.
And there are some spidders. Don't worry about that, my love.
Won't it bang?
Don't worry about that. Absolutely said we were not going to compromise on was a well deck. Because we use ours and we use this one, so a couple little places here for your gin and tonic, and this is where I'm going to be fishing. It's got teak deck. It's got teak deck on the bow and stern, so
it's got a nice table where we can put our tea or coffee in the morning. Little
double power socket there for the Christmas lights.
Oh, can I just say as well, we're really going to go big with the Christmas lights this year.
Right, so that is the bedroom. Right, Mrs B, back through into the corridor, and let's
let's just show you what's in the corridor. Big surprise.
No.
Not just a washing machine, folks, but a separate washer and dryer.
So we've got a washer, we've got a dryer.
I'm not a big lover of a washer dryer. We've got a washer dryer on Love Life Triumphant. I'm not a lover of it, but I like that.
When we first viewed it, I thought they were actually lights, and they're not. They're prisms, and they are brilliant. Mrs B, into the bathroom.
Still on the corridor.
My workspace.
Mr B's workspace. So we're just.
Let me just come into the lounge room, and let me just turn the camera. One of the main things I wanted, it wasn't actually a second bedroom, because again, unless you go 80 foot, you're going to get a nice size second bedroom. I wanted a workspace That's my workstation. Cupboard. Oh look, 4 drawers for all my staples and me. Oh, you name it.
You've got things to put your wires through.
And of course, up there, we'll come to the kitchen in a minute. Up there, I can also work on the actual stern. Right, so that's my work area. Into the bathroom.
Let's do it as a closed door. So into the bathroom.
Mrs Bonneville, look. She's a US realtor. Right, into the bathroom.
Can I just do one thing first?
We have a Cinderella toilet. Jory's out with me. I know they're supposed to be the best. Quote. Oh, hello.
I can't wait to use that.
So yeah.
But can I just say we won't be filming.
No, we won't be. I'll do the bathroom tour.
Okay, yeah.
Double heated towel rails. The only thing that we need, mind your fingers, there's a little bit of trim that needs to be put on. But glad to see we've got that. Obviously a sink. Oh, Mrs Bonneville's closing the window, well done. Huge, again, the camera won't pick it up, folks, but you could get a rugby team in the shower. Now,
oh, can I?
No. The trade-off with getting this boat was, obviously we haven't got the bath, but Mrs Bonneville has got, which we'll come on to in a minute, the island. The island is about, I have to say, is by far the best. It's amazing. Right, Mrs B, over to you, into the into the football field.
Yeah.
The lounge, where do you want to start?
Well, let's start here, sort of like, you can see there's lots of
Shelves, yeah.
shelving. Now, that goes all the way around. If you pan round, it goes all the way around and all the way down here. That's not for us. What we will do is we're going to ask Street A to come along at some point.
Street A, sorry to interrupt, Mr B. Street A are resident boat engineers and fitters,
Yeah.
etc., based here on Mercy Marina.
So we're going to ask them to come along and to remove some of
This bit.
There's too many
Yeah.
here, isn't it?
This bit here,
Yeah.
we're going to keep,
We like this corner bit.
we think, but
Yeah.
we've just said, haven't we, we're probably going to have a huge, big L-shape sofa here,
Yeah,
so
sort
don't
of like,
know.
Sort of like this. Look, so the L
Yeah.
shape shows up go this way and that way, and that's where the big TV is.
There is an enormous television,
You see that?
65 inch.
If I stand next to it, it gives you some scope. Because I'm 6'2", as you know.
Right, yeah, the TV is enormous. So again, future plans. What we're going to do though, aren't we, Mrs B? We're going to move on board and not do anything for a while.
Yeah.
I'll do the stove.
Okay.
It's a more so squirrel, but it's actually a diesel stove. Now, I actually don't mind that one. For anyone that has followed us, you'll know on Narrowboat Love Life Triumph we ripped our diesel stove out because personally I hated it, didn't like the look of it. That I can cope with because it's more traditional, but it is diesel, which I haven't got a problem with. Now, what we are going to possibly do is invest in another Dyson hot and cold. We've got one which we'll probably leave in the bedroom, plugged in, the fan, and we'll probably buy the bigger one and probably pop that. I mean, space is tight.
What did you say?
Space is tight. But yeah, so that's the plan. Obviously, underneath the shelving, you've got the fin rads for where the Webasto central heating. So those little vents will blow warm air, which will be really nice. So we've got plenty of options there. Now, into the kitchen. One thing that I'm delighted about, that I promised Mrs B, which was the compromise between the freestanding bath. I mean, personally, I absolutely still love Stargazer, the boat we showed you, because it got the freestanding bath, amazing lounge. I love this boat, don't get me wrong. Stargazer didn't have the island. Mrs B's always wanted an island. Here's her island. Now what we're going to do, before I hand over to Mrs B, is put a table in front of that. We could easily get a table to sit 4, 6, 8 people. Mrs B, over to you.
Look at that. It's like Nan's pantry. You know when your nan used to have a pantry at the top of it, or the top of the cellar stairs. Look at that. So I can have my little spices on there, and you've got.
I'm thinking maybe my fishing tackle.
No, no fishing tackle is going in here.
Okay.
So these are lovely. So your sauces and your oils and all your spices and things are in there. So that's a great little place. You've got the hob. It obviously needs a good clean. It's never been used. It's just been left, so we need to get a good cleaner and clean that. In fact,
actually, sorry to interrupt. One thing that New and Used do is before we take kind of the boat or move on, they do a full Bactorial deep cleanse. They do a comprehensive systems check and a few other bits and pieces. But me being me, I'm still going to come in and, you know, just do a once over and another clean. So sorry, Mrs B.
Yes, that's good. So if you see odd things, then I keep feeling a cobweb. It makes me go, oh, I'm being incredibly brave. So we've got the nice stove, and you've got the bit there. We can perhaps do some stir fries in the middle there. Well, I will.
Thank you.
Lots of cupboard space.
Storage.
We've got a built-in Samsung microwave, a nice smelling cooker. That's a grill and a cooker, and they're all brand new. They've never been used. More storage space underneath.
Right. Let me just very quickly go into the electrical cupboard. Now, look, the jury is always out on your inverter. This has got a Victron 5 kilowatt. Now, we've currently got a 5 kilowatt Sterling Combi Pro, and I don't want to go down that road of, oh my god, our inverter's bigger and better and all that stuff. Victron and Sterling, as far as I'm concerned, are probably on par. I just like the fact that I've got a 5 kilowatt inverter. I won't go into too much detail, but there's also a 9 kilowatt onboard generator down there in the engine, and a few other bits and pieces. So yes, it's been fully spec'd. Mrs B.
Freezer! And at the moment it's
actually, I can put my fishing bait in there.
No. And actually, obviously there's things living in there that we're not going to even think about.
Let me just close that and make sure we close it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Sorry. We think that is for your hand wash. You know, a hand wash thing.
Yeah.
In the dishwasher. We had one on Love Life Triumph, and I used it as a cupboard. Well, this is even bigger, so I might just give it a go. Might just give that a go. We've got some more cupboards underneath the island. It's all the way around. So I'm thinking on there, you know, on the island, we can put all the plates and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to go mental on to buy more things.
No, we've no more money. Right, shall I do the deck?
If anyone wants to donate any plates, I'm joking.
If anyone wants to donate anything now, we've got a Widebeam.
Now,
let me just pan around and just show you. So this is the view from the actual island down onto the living space, which is enormous.
What size is it?
It's a 70 foot.
By
12.6. The steps lift up, and there's obviously lighting underneath the steps. The rear deck, you'll notice there's lighting underneath there. Teak deck, obviously engine, blah blah blah. Steering wheel, which I'm never going to use. Mrs B probably will. Oh look, and look at that sign there, under offer. That's because we've put our deposit down on it. Stern, it's just enormous. You can comfortably get, just sit on the end there, Mrs B, just to give some perspective. So there's Mrs B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kid you not. The table expands, and again, just take a seat, Mrs B.
Just imagining having a gin and tonic or something.
There you go, folks. This is the back deck. It's enormous. It is absolutely enormous. Let me just show you. So there's Mrs B again. Look, there's the steering wheel. It's got bow thrusters front and back on this boat. It's only done, I think, 68 hours on the engine. So you can imagine what it is like in there. I'm not going to open up the engine boards, but trust me, it is absolutely mint. And then if I crouch down, this is the view. All right, folks, we are very quickly going to go and measure up a few bits and pieces, and then we're going to go. So we hope you've enjoyed this kind of sneak preview. We will, of course, do a proper and full tour once we've moved on and got it all furnished.
Which hopefully will be in a few weeks' time.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Right, Mrs Bonneville, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, ciao, Bella.
Bye, ciao, Bella. See you soon.
Right, we ready, my love?
Yeah.
All right. See you later.